This class was absolutely amazing. It's definitely one of the best classes I've taken at Brown.
A lot of the students in this class have backgrounds primarily in theater and stage. And so being surrounded by equipment and booms and cameras and lights is a very new environment for a lot of people, including myself.
It makes a huge difference to have all like the equipment, the camera on the scene, because when you're acting, having a camera pointing at you, it like makes you uncomfortable. But as Richard likes to say, the camera loves the discomfort, and it's gonna show in the camera beautifully. And when I'm in the audience watching my fellow students acting, the monitor also makes a huge, huge difference.
I would not have thought the monitor was as important as it was. My background is more, like my acting background is more in theater, and so I feel like I have a gauge of like whether something was true, or like when I'm doing it, whether it felt true, or like when I'm watching it, does it feel true? But I feel like my like film gauge is not developed yet. And so being able to watch it in class and see like this feels great in the room, but like Richard made a small adjustment to help it read better on the monitor, and being able to see those in real time. Or like this, you know, like you're watching a scene and it's so far away and it's so quiet and you're like, I don't know. Like if I were watching a play right now, I'd be bored, but watching the monitor and seeing people's eyes work, and yeah, it was huge.
Richard was absolutely wonderful. I think one of the great things about him is that even though we only had him as our professor for about 2.5 weeks, he made a really concerted effort to get to know us, and would consistently in our scenes ask like us to, you know, if we felt comfortable, share how these characters and how these stories like related to our lives, and trying to really like get to know us on a more personal level so that he could help us individually as actors.
Regardless of if you're thinking of pursuing a career in acting or not, I just think it's an incredible class. Especially if you just want to come out of your shell and find out more about yourself as a human being. I do think it's a very intense class emotionally, but it's also a very rewarding class. And I think that just personally my learning curve over the entirety of these 2.5 weeks has just skyrocketed.
It's absolutely worthwhile taking this course. It'll help you interacting with people, expressing yourself, just so many things that you can take away from this class and that you can apply in real life.